Is up, everybody? It's your average trader here. I'm just here to give you guys a small recap on a play that I took on Friday. We're looking at a Tesla chart right here. Let me just pull up the screenshot of my watch list that I had that day. So I had Disney, AMD, and Tesla. I saw a lot of option flow on each one of them. And so for Lotto Friday, I knew that the contracts on Tesla were going to be cheaper, so that's why I had it on there. Usually I don't have Tesla during the week, but I decided puts under 719.24 and calls over 725.73. I ended up taking the put itself. As you can see here, I took a $660 put expiring that day and made $28 on it, which was the equivalent of about 30%. Because I bought it at $100 for the contract and I sold at $128, so not bad at all for a Tesla contract on a small account. So let's take a look as to why I did that. This here is the Tesla 5-minute chart. I have all of these levels, meaning that these are points in the stock where price either rejects or bounce off of. The yellow one that I have here, the 699.50, is actually a very strong monthly level. I saw that it had, a lot of resistance here over these last couple months, bounced off there, and actually bounced here in February and broke through it this month. And so I had that as a strong monthly level. I map out the strong monthlies, and then the rest of my levels are off the hourly. So I use these as level breaks and price targets as well. So market opened up. I saw it was above this resistance. I saw that it wanted to come up. And it couldn't, and I also was looking at SPY at the same time actually, and it just dropped right after that. I saw that the EMAs were stacked in a bearish manner, so the 13 EMA, the pink one, was under the 30 EMA, which was this blue one, which was under the 48 EMA. So I figured, puts were in play. The MACD was showing bearish divergence on it, so I figured, this would be a good time to get into a put. I bought in the $680 put specifically because that was one that I could afford. I didn't pick it because any other reason. So I was just planning on scalping that quickly. Just a small run on it would have been great. But crazy thing is, right, we see Tesla's chart. It broke through this level, bounced in between these for a couple minutes, broke straight through two of those, bounced off this monthly, broke it, and then just came crashing down, bounced off here, consolidated a bit, another breakdown, a little bit of a consolidation period here between these levels. As you can see, price continues to move between them, but price stayed under the 13 EMA. So according to the strategy that I use, as long as the bars do not close above the 13 EMA on the 5-minute chart, the play is still valid. Personally, I like to lock in my gains, so I took it in at 30%, which is a great return. But if I kept holding, right, it passed the 680 level and it hit a low of the day of 633. Now, unfortunately, on Webull, this is a Webull chart, I can't show the contract chart for a 0 DTE since it's now Saturday. But these contracts ran from $100 all the way to $2,500. So that is an insane return. And the reason why I picked it was because of the options flow, right? I saw that it had a lot of action on their calls and puts. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but I typically look for stocks that have a lot of attention in the options. Another thing that was a big thing for me was that the day before it had a pretty flat day. It came up, came back down, up, down, and it stayed relatively close to where it opened. I saw Tesla only had gone up 0.5%, which is minimal, and it didn't really make sense with how much volume there was on these options. So I figured, Tesla was going to have a big move the next day. Lo and behold, it did. And if we want to go back to that strategy, right, the MACD shows bearish, the EMAs are bearish, kept coming down, never closed above it, touched it here, but it never closed above that, kept going. You could have exited on this candle right here. But by then you're up $2,000 plus. I mean, you probably could have kept the stop loss just running, and you know, maybe been stopped out on one of these retracements. But regardless, that's still a really great gain. And this was around 130, so you buy in first thing and you're done at 130. You make $2,000 in a couple of hours. I think that's a great return. So it pays to know what to look for, you know, developing a strategy that'll work for you, because it'll pay out in the long run. And then learning how to trade without emotions is so key, because fear of missing out, being super anxious to trade and get something in, is going to be the biggest portfolio killer. And I've been burned many times doing that. So just keep focused on one or two tickers on the day. Don't try to catch every play that presents itself. Look for great setups, have a plan of entry and a plan of exit, and you should be okay. So until next time, guys, I'm always here for any questions. Let me know if you have any. But yeah, next time I'll make another video soon, hopefully to bring more content on YouTube. But any questions, hit a like, subscribe, comment down below, and all of my socials are linked in the description as well. So thanks again, everyone. Peace.